We're in this street on the west side of Kandahar trying to piece together events yesterday that will never get the attention that the bombing at Bagram, just north of Kabul, while Vice President Dick Cheney was at the American base there, will never get that sort of attention. But these are the sort of events that happened here that need to be understood if we want to grasp the anger, the frustration of the Afghan people at the foreign military presence here, measured against the seeming lack of progress in their lives while it goes on. About 300 metres that way, there's a roundabout where there was a broke-down Canadian military vehicle as part of a convoy. A cordon was put around the vehicle while they attempted to repair it. Our white sedan approached. For reasons that we don't know, did not stop. The driver was shot and killed by the Canadians. There was no bomb in the car. Whether it was a breakdown in communications or what, we don't know. The Canadians have said only that they followed procedure. The car kept coming. They shot to kill. This way, to the east of where we're standing, just a block away, 2 blocks away, about 40 minutes later, a young man walked into a small crowd around the corner shops and detonated a suicide bomb vest that he was wearing. When the bomb exploded, it killed the bomber and wounded 6 or 7 local people. We spoke to several of them in the hospital. One was a young farmer who had brought his family to town. They were riding in one of the small motorized rickshaws that ply the streets of Kandahar. He was the only one in the family injured. He's got head laceration. His prognosis is not clear, but as I said, when we went to the hospital, he was fit to talk to us. We don't quite know what the link between these two incidents are, but on past practice in this country, what you can suspect is this. Somebody saw the broken down Canadian military vehicle, thought it was an admirable target for a suicide bomb attack. The suicide bomber was called in. But in the meantime, there was distraction and confusion because of the new security cordon thrown around the whole area after the shooting. So he detonated himself on what he thought was an appropriate street corner, possibly as some of the security vehicles were leaving the area. The upshot is a lot of angry people. The locals are angry, the families of the injured and the dead civilian are angry. When we tried to go to the mosque funeral for the dead civilian this morning, we were strongly advised not to go. When an Afghan colleague took a camera to the mosque, he was pushed around and accused of being a foreign spy. So 6 or 7 people injured or dead, 6 or 7 communities within this greater community where there's anger, where there are demands that foreign forces need to take more care, and pleas by the local police to the Canadians that perhaps they're not up to the job, and what they need to do is to have Afghan security forces provide the security for their convoys as they move around. This is Paul McGough in Kandahar.